So basically, I found this game while I was playing Ethan Carter, and it looked kind of the same. It had the same basic wandering around looking for stuff. But this game is clearly way different. The achievements really struck me as holy fuck. Number one, you can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Number two is called achievement. This is an achievement. Oh, and then there's, of course, click on door 430 5 times. And the last one, go outside, don't play the Stanley Parable for 5 years. Do you have any idea how long it'll take to get that achievement?
Wait, how did you do that?
I was just looking at this. Everything I do on the screen actually happens on the screen, but the little ding here in the corner, the recording sign, is actually there. Like when this actually comes out and I'm actually editing the video, that will be there, and normally you can't see it. That's fucking crazy. Never the end is never the end is never the end. Apparently this game never ends.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This coworker has nothing but a pencil sharpener. The fuck? This room has no number on it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
No, he didn't. Stanley left.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Actually, no. No thanks. Nope. I don't like that. Fuck.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yep. Oh boy.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
The hell? Door just opened?
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Oh, what the fuck?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Oh my god.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Really? There was a door right there that goes to nothing. Oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
What? It restarted the game? You're shitting me. All the way back here. Hey,
All
door.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Take that.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Wow.
Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
This whole game is a mindfuck. Jesus. The fuck? Wait, that painting.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's
Holy
give it a
shit.
shot. Why not?
Ah. Back again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, I sure as fuck missed the memo. Now there are no
Okay,
doors.
It's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Again. Retracing the shit.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this
A
place at
wild
all.
penguin slap
Is this the story?
has joined
I
the
don't think
channel.
so. I
Oh
can't
my
quite
God,
recall,
penguin.
But I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no.
What did I miss?
I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put
Hang
in
on a
the
sec.
actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
I'm playing the Stanley Parable. Basically, this game is a mindfuck entirely.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line.
What game is this?
How simple is
The
that?
Stanley Parable. After I took the wrong location and we ended up in a room with no doors, he restarted the game and put me back at the very beginning, like as if I had turned the game off and turned it back on.
It's like you're starting over.
And then I made it back to that same room and he said, "Oh no, we screwed up. Let me restart the game again." And then we restarted it again, and now he put a yellow line on the ground. He's like, "Now you're guaranteed not to get lost."
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured
Oh my
into
God.
being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the
He's just
nature of existence
talking.
is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten
Oh
the mood.
God, he's playing music.
Elevator music.
Oh Jesus, I had to push escape just to pause the damn game. I mean, it loops around like paper on the floor, and then it freaking goes underneath of a chair and into a room and around a light pole and shit. It's like, what the fuck is all this crazy shit? The music is really annoying.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
He's like, stop! Go back and look at the fern! This fern will be incredibly important later on in the story. Better look at it carefully. You don't want to miss anything.
You're gonna be pissed drunk and you're gonna piss in that pot.
I don't know what the
Wait,
fuck.
what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
What? The line just crossed itself. Like, I was here before, and this line wasn't here. Oh no.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
He restarted. I'm back at the beginning of the game.
You done fucked off too much.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
He just shut a
Now,
door as I
yes,
tried to walk through it.
This is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Dude, the room loops around in a circle like 3 times, and then it veers off in another direction. It's like, I should be walking in a circle because the room moves in a circle. And then, of course, it veers off and goes in another direction.
Oh, no, not you again.
Oh, the fucking line is back.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime,